So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one-of-a-kind, handmade by Bruce and Jah Jah. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there. Thanks.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock. Conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to Etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, orgonite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy.
Warning, warning, everything I say is fucking crazy and should not be reinterpreted or reenacted because you will be either shot or NDAA'd. Warning.
Testing. Yes, it is not gravity that is pulling you towards the Death Star. It is the Force. And today we expose just exactly what the Force is.
So depressed. I don't know what to do. Hey, go for it, man. It's easy for you to say you got the promotion. Look, it'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders.
About to incite a riot. Make some noise, break up the silence. Scream and shout, no being quiet. Spread the facts until you buy it. Come to my den, I got toys for torture. We drink the blood fresh just to stay immortals. We bring a thug fest, calling all New Yorkers. And keep a bayonet for the future slaughters. Take your bets, the players make them offers. Heads or tails, your life is on a quarter. All the king's men tally up their horses. Forging ahead with a secret missile launching. Off to Georgia and start to cross the borders. In my bedroom, I'm making all the orders. If you come, you won't make it till morning. Get the picture, maybe kinda sorta. Ski mask, check. Extra filter, check. Scissors, check. Duct tape, check. H2O, check. Ammo, check. Ropes, check. Concealer, check. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. I got the right moves, I know what you do. You know I love you, but I'll still sue you. Don't take your questions, I'm too a guru. I'll keep you guessing and give you two screws. Don't try to stop me, you cannot block me. How do you not see my fucking pot leaves? I got deep pockets, I'll send up rockets. You smell like vomit.
The Force is strong with us, and it's strong with you. This is Jedi Master Bruce Montalvo and my Jedi. She's my co-host. She's a Jedi, but we don't plan on dying anytime soon.
Like a Jedi.
That's right. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. Yes. Wow. We don't usually go to cinemas because they're filled with, like, crusty nut stains and rat droppings. But, hey, we went to one this time, didn't we?
Yeah, it seemed to be pretty clean in Tucson over here. It was nice. There wasn't any freaks there.
Any freaks there. And, we talk about Jedi. You know that the original, the men who stare at goats from the government, the 1st Earth Battalion, they were called Jedi. Did you know that? They were called Jedi, and Jah Jah is called Jedi, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Now, check it out, folks. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show, and that new Star Wars, let me tell you, it has it all. All of it. I mean, remote viewing, psychic powers, palm reading, astral projection. And I hate to tell you, but, I mean, if you're listening, prepare for some movie spoilers. Prepare for some movie spoilers. Well, what else did we see? We saw we've known this for a while, since like 1977. The lightsaber has a quartz crystal in it. So literally you have laser technology, right? With everything that's going on in California right now. Let's throw lasers in there. Laser weapons powered by quartz crystals, aliens, ancient religions. I mean, that's what the Jedi really are. I mean, they're like druid, pagan, Celtic religions. Did you enjoy the movie, Jah Jah? That's what matters.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I really liked this one.
You really liked it. She said it was the best one. And let me tell you something. The ending scene with Luke Skywalker, oh my God, unbelievable. Fucking forget about it. Wow. I still have chills right now just thinking about it. And the guy in the front seat, I mean, luckily we didn't have all these Star Wars nerds that were like sitting there chewing with their mouth open and shit. But luckily we didn't run into any of these assholes. Luckily, none of them were sitting there. There weren't any babies crying and farting.
It was really empty. I would think that if it was in New York City, it would be really packed.
Oh, yeah. It'd be running around with, like, freaking stinky, pubic hair, bearded bastards trying to slap you with halal and rats running around.
Oh, with the snow, they have a cold now. They're like, a flute.
Okay, let's talk more about the Force and not about the Arabs. Because the Arabs in Star Wars, you know who they would be? They would be the Tusken Raiders. You know, the guys that beat up Luke in the first one? You know the Tusken Raiders? That's what Arabs are like. They're like Tusken Raiders. But check it out, folks. Did you know, this is everything Star Wars, this show, okay? This is everything Star Wars. We're going to talk about The Last Jedi, remote viewing, and you name it. But did you know that Yoda from Star Wars is actually a demon from the Bible? Did you know that, Jah Jah?
No, I did not. Why don't you explain, Bruce?
Okay, a lot of people, they have no idea when they're watching in the new Last Jedi, they're watching the astral projection, the cosmic projection, the quantum consciousness presenting himself, Yoda, to Luke, that in reality, there's a picture, you should see it right out of a picture of the occult with Eliphas Levi when he's conjuring up a demon in his literature. So Luke is supposed to be like Eliphas Levi. You know, he's got this this Buddhist thing going on, right? He's meditating. The Jedi are like Buddhists or like Hindu. But in reality, Luke is also an occultist. He's a psychic medium because he's able to see these apparitions, these astral projections from the netherworld. You know, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, you have to be an occultist or a medium to be able to see the dead, to be able to talk to the dead, which is what he's doing. So when Luke does that, guess what? Luke is a necromancer.
Right.
So there's necromancy going on.
So he's like doing seances to raise the dead.
Right. So he is, Luke Skywalker is Eliphas Levi. The name Skywalker, of course, like walking on water, Skywalker, is reminiscent of the bloodline, the Jesus bloodline, right? The supposed Jesus bloodline. So Skywalkers are like Jesus. But, I mean, everything's taken from the occult, okay? Yoda is a demon from the Bible. He's a demon from the King James Bible. And we're going to tell you more about that right now. I'm going to pull it up in front of me. He's got a weird name, okay? Yoda's almost like Lucifuge. If you conjure up Lucifuge, he's not Lucifer, he's Lucifuge. He's going to, like, you know, be the middleman between you and Satan. So that is what Yoda is. His name here is Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles. You see that? So you have Mephistopheles. That's a tongue twister. Is a demon featured in German folklore. Originally appeared in literature, the Faust demon. Yeah, it goes back to, again, the King James Bible. Again, Manly P. Hall talked about it. And you could also think of Yoda as the Masonic frog god, right? He looks kind of like a frog, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. And then he's got the reptilian thing going on. So, again, folks, you must unlearn what you have learned. Yoda is not just a little green alien hopping on Luke Skywalker's back, training him. And that new guy, Snoke, he's kind of like Yoda too. Didn't he creep you out? That guy, he was like perving on Rey. He's like, you're gonna be mine. He like controlled her whole body.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Right, but then let's get more into the movie, because Kylo Ren, the grandson of Darth Vader, him and Rey got something going on, don't they? They're doing palm reading. They're able to read each other's, like thoughts and minds. I mean, they're literally remote viewing each other at one point when Luke Skywalker walks in on it, and he's like, hey, you end up finding out that Kylo Ren was apprenticed to Luke. And if you follow the books, I mean, there's a series of books that follow what Luke did after the whole, the last, what was it, the Jedi movie. Yeah, the Return of the Jedi. That was the last movie. So it's a saga. It continues, but it's basically, it's exposed to everything, how the war powers, the elite, they fund both sides of the war, even the so-called resistance. And don't we see that today? The resistance against Donald Trump. So all the libtards are trying to be like Star Wars, right? They think they're funny. I mean, really, they're just a bunch of geeks.
You don't know who's good and who's bad. They think they're good, and we think we're good, and, you know.
It was awesome. Benicio del Toro was in it. He was a real heel.
Yeah, he's great.
He was Dr. Gonzo. You remember
and
him?
Laura Dern, oh my God. She looked so fugly.
Oh, she was fugly. No, but that was just one action-packed movie. I don't understand how you're going to be in a big epic movie like that, and you know all the best laser surgeons and plastic surgeons in L.A. Why don't you go get something done about that neck, you know?
Yeah, they got enough money.
You're on the big screen for crying out loud.
Glycolic or some shit.
But, so I'm telling you folks, we ended up going to the movies, yeah. We went to go see yeah, I whipped out my freaking lasers, right? It's like predictive programming. We got lasers going on in movies, lasers going on in California. Aren't they shooting up California with like a giant freaking lightsaber right now?
It looks like it. We saw a lot of stuff like that. We saw a lot of videos that says lasers. They showed lasers.
And that's the thing. Look, Yoda's supposed to also be like the Baphomet. And he showed up in a burning forest. Right? Isn't California a huge burning forest right now?
Yeah, it's like hell.
You know what I don't understand? You have the Department of the U.S. Department of the Forest Service. They got this big ass plane called the super tanker. Why the hell don't they let the super tanker go out there and, drench California and put out the fires? They have weather modification, packets that they can order up, right? Like if you want rain at your wedding, you don't want that bitch to get married to that guy. Hey, I'm going to order up a weather modification on that location so they don't get married.
It's more used for farmers, Bruce, and they use it across the country. You can actually order it.
That's the thing. You could order this weather modification package. They could make it rain.
Yeah.
Make it rain. They're not making it rain. Right? So that literally, another, like a predictive programming in the movie is like Yoda being in the forest, and he like literally lights the forest on fire. You know another thing I noticed? If you go back to old propaganda, the U.S. Forest Service, they have Nazis, and they got like this racist-ass picture of this Asian. It's supposed to be the Axis power. He's got like big-ass teeth, and he's yellow. You know what I'm saying? It was ugly. It looks ugly, man. And it says, our carelessness is their secret weapon. And notice they got an Asian there, right? And that's what I'm going to get into, because if you want to blame Donald Trump for the lasers, you're a fucking fool. Okay? He doesn't want to torch up California. It's the Chinese. It's the Chinese that are, like, literally, I mean, they own us. Okay? They bought up California. California is theirs. They own the land under your house in California. They own the dirt. They've been buying up all the Federal Reserve notes. They own the debt. So as collateral, they gave them California, and they're torching it up. That's what the Chinese, they warn me. That's what they do. They go in, they crash markets. Of course there's gold there. You go back to the gold rush in California, right? Absolutely.
So they're able to see it with heart.
Well, they want to say spontaneous combustion. I mean, selective. I mean, you saw that picture where all the houses look like microwaves and they're all individually burning. Just the houses.
Yeah.
And individual businesses. I mean, these are true cocksuckers that are doing this to California. And I think it's got everything to do with the fucking Chinese. Those fucking gook bastards. That's right. I'm not going to hold back, because there's Americans and Californians. You know, Californians are Americans, unfortunately, so we have to help them, damn it. We can't just let them fall and fail to these fucking Chinese bastards. They're shooting it up like, pew, 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 pew.
It doesn't make
sense. It's like they whipped out a big lightsaber
but they don't get any
on California.
Celebrities. There's no celebrities that are getting fucked up.
Oh, of course not.
So,
of course not.
I mean, not that I want them to, but I'm just saying it seems so targeted and selected.
Right, that's why China... That's what China's doing the fires. China owns California. Okay? So we're telling you what they're not going to tell you, what they're not telling you about the California fires. They're not wildfires. They're laser-activated fires. Raytheon is right there by El Segundo, by LAX, and they're flying out the X-37, X-32. They got the laser technology, the Raytheon invisible laser technology, and they're torching up the joint. All right? It's very sad, Judge. I'm very saddened about that. And they're having their freaking Christmas, aren't they? Isn't it like something out of like the snow, like snowman, or what is it?
I think it's a Christmas Story or something.
A Christmas Story. Oh, really? It's like they're making it snow in New York. Was it like 83 inches of snow in New York? Wow, that was more snow than when we were in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it's not all at once. It's just been since the winter started. Or not even start yet. That's the thing. The winter didn't even start, and there's been 88 total inches of snow.
Wow. And then in California, you have the opposite. You have that fucking heat miser guy, and he even walks out in the cartoon, and he's got lasers firing everywhere.
Yeah, I pointed that. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. That's what they got going on in California.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm playing the song right now. Yeah, that's what's going on. So, Merry fucking Christmas to you, New World Order, and your Trilateral Commission, and all you fucking chinks out there that think you can steal California from us. Oh, Bruce, we hate you. Yeah. Fucking Chinese bastards. They're torching up Cali. That's my home state, man. I mean, you know, I got friends there, damn it. Are they getting sick from this shit?
Is your friend kind of sick?
It doesn't sound too good. They're putting something out there. They're spraying. I mean, they're probably giving them shingles. You know, they're chemtrailing the joint, you know, to as a final fuck you round to the Californians. It's unbelievable. Look, if you go back to this article here on Renz, you know, the guy with the Vidal Sassoon haircut, says here, the U.S. gives China eminent domain over U.S. property. They own the freaking dirt under your house. Okay? They own you, damn it. Okay? They're behind the cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We got these fucking wizards, like in Star Wars, these druids. I mean, literally, they're not firing up lightsabers. They're firing up drones. X-37, tu madre, your mama, whatever, and they're flying it out there, the latest freaking drone, and it's like, pew, 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 pew. I love doing laser sounds. Mm-hmm. That makes me sound like I'm 2 years old, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know what's going to happen. What are they going to do? The UN's been saying they're going to hit us with like a big fucking influenza. Like what are they spraying California with influenza first?
Right.
Huh? All this Club of Rome bullshit. It's Kissinger's fault. Even at age 93, that old cocksucker helped start the whole relations with China. You saw him over there zipping up Mao's zipper at the urinal in China. Right?
That's right.
So it's all HR 645. You know, Obama signed that. You know, they're taking over the damn joint. They're taking over. China owns California. That's why the fires are happening. China owns California. There you go. It's out there. It's out there. Hell, they're even planning on poisoning our cannabis, right? So they could stop our mind's eye, our third eye, from awakening humanity. They're what's it called? CHS? That makes you barf, shit, and puke. Like, what kind of weed is that? I mean, weed's never fucked anybody up ever. Right? Anyway, it was dope. Speaking of dope, it was dope watching Star Wars on dope. How about that?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty sad out there seeing what's going on to the Californians. I mean, the New World Order's sick. They're a bunch of fucking sadists. They're treating Hollywood like it's Sodom and Gomorrah, and they're God, and they're like torching it to hell. You know?
Definitely.
So, you know, it's Christmas time, and you know, so many people out there buying wonderful gifts for the people they can't stand all year, and they're tired of all the Christmas cheer. But if you wanna look good, I'm talking about real good. Why don't you go and check out some of our jewelry? Jah Jah, why don't you tell them about the jewelry? Very, very beautiful jewelry. Where to find it? And it sponsors the show.
Yeah, why don't you go to, we're on Etsy, eBay, or Amazon, so you could either take your pick on what you like the most. Some people don't like Amazon, some people don't use eBay. But on Amazon, we're on Amazon/handmade or Amazon.
It's handmade.
Okay, Amazon.com/handmade/antique obsessions. And then you could...
It's one word?
Yeah, one word. We make one-of-a-kind handmade jewelry from copper, wire-wrapped, sterling silver, cuffs, gemstones. Just awesome. We have earrings, necklaces, beaded stuff. We have low-end stuff. We have some high-end stuff. So you could take your pick. We repurpose spoon-like type jewelry without making, like, we don't do spoon rings, but we do spoon-type jewelry. We have names like Tiffany or Gorham that we repurpose. So you could also find us on Etsy, and we have two stores on Etsy. One is Etsy.com/shop/antique obsessions, or Etsy.com/shop conceptual subculture. That's CONCEPTUAL subculture. Or you could just go to Google and type in conceptual subculture, one word. You'll see us right away. You'll see us on Facebook. You'll see us on Twitter. So, yeah, just check us out. It really helps us support the show. Or you can go to our eBay store and make some offers. So we have some other things there that, we don't have, like, everything on all the stores. So you could go and check it out. And our eBay stores are, it's ebay.com/USR/outrageous jewelry.
They're going to think we're Russian agents because you said USSR.
No, it's USR.
I know, it's user.
Right. /OUTRAGEOUSJEWELRY. Not with two L's, because two L's is like the British way of spelling it. So
right, and you can go to Facebook and find us at Conceptual Subculture, at Antique Obsessions on Facebook, at Conceptual Subculture, at Antique Obsessions. Hey, you want to tell them how we spent our first night of Hanukkah? I'll start off. I put on the song, that Zangief song from Street Fighter, the Russian guy, and I started doing the hey, 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 and that was good enough, so then I put on this one song called Moscow. Moscow, as Fortress and Liebenrein, it was like, hey, 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 Moscow. Oh, that's right, I'm not a Russian agent, but I like the song Moscow. I was happy. Well, I'll tell them why I was happy, because it was a miracle on the first night of Hanukkah, we're gonna be leaving our little studio.
Oh, don't please, don't please don't.
You don't want to give me a Kanahara.
I really don't want to talk about
well,
it.
I'm planning on moving.
We're not there yet. We hope to.
I got a lot of fans, and they're gonna think you're a fucking yenta.
Yenta.
Cutting off a
They're
nice
gonna
guy.
think you're a yenta. Okay, for opening up your mouth.
Of course I'm a yenta. This is my talk show. I'm supposed to talk. You're supposed to be a yenta.
Well, I wouldn't go and tell people that. Okay.
All right, whatever. Fuck you. Whoever was listening. All right, whatever I just last said. Whatever. It's very special. I have Hanukkah miracles going on, and a Kanahara is kind of like not counting your chickens before they hatch, I guess. All right, Jah Jah's right. I gotta stop doing that. Damn it. Anyway.
Always.
Hey, don't make me go over there and bop you on the head with a wiffle ball bat.
You're proving that you're a violent motherfucker?
All right, you know what? She's a train wreck, and you guys want to see me obliterate my ring girl, right? Do you want this to go sour? I have so many new fans. They're going to hear that Jah Jah's constantly got PMS, right? That's what they're going to think. Oh, his wife really cuts him off. Gets him off and cuts him off. She gets me off and cuts me off.
I cut you off?
Hey, nobody wants to hear of marriage. Our audience isn't fucking Sigmund Freud hearing how crazy and nutty we are. They're supposed to be entertained. Okay, now let's go back to Luke Skywalker, okay? Because he was probably celebrating Hanukkah with me, too. Because the movie came out in Christmas. So it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Tauntaun and How the Empire Stole Christmas. So they brought it out during Christmas time. Hey, can you just stop clicking away over there and actually have something to say? Or are you just going to train wreck and fight your husband? What do you think of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Tauntaun?
I don't
Had
know
a very,
what that is.
very red nose. Tauntauns are, God, she doesn't know anything about Star Wars. You know what Tauntauns are, right, folks? You're tuning in because you're Star Wars nerds. Tauntauns, they're like the little snow horse that Luke was riding, and then the abominable Bigfoot slapped him and took him in the cave, and then he grabbed the lightsaber and he cut himself off, and yada, 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 yada. Anyway, Jah Jah. There were some very cute critters in the new Star Wars movie. Which one did you like the best? The Prague or the Ice Fox? Should I play Jeopardy music?
You're talking to me like I'm a fucking Star Wars fan.
Did you like the little guy that was hanging out with Chewbacca?
Yes.
I know you don't like Chewbacca, but
Yes.
did you like the little guy that comes out in the movie?
Yes, he was very cute.
He kind of looks like Furby. I thought the Ice Foxes were really cool. And again, Luke ended up being like Hindu or Buddha. He comes out, and I'm going to spoil it, all right? He comes out like the Empire or the First Order or whatever. They still got the big Imperial walkers because, the defense contractors are selling, weapons to everybody, and they're continuing the Star Wars. Anyway, the Imperial walkers ran orders, to all Imperial walkers to shoot on freaking Skywalker. And it's insane. I'm not going to tell you the rest. Should I tell them the rest? Because then it's like, you bastard. Or what? Or like George Lucas is calling me for an audition. The only thing they want to do with Star Wars now is obey, consume, and obey. It might as well be called obey, consume, and obey. I mean, with all the remote viewing, it's all popularized now. Right? I mean, the mind control / psychic mind powers. You're not psycho if you're psychic. What do you think about this whole, it's gone from covert to overt, how now it's trendy to remote view? Because that's all that this new Star Wars was about.
Well, it's like Stranger Things, and it's like...
all these shows, right, in the mainstream.
And have powers that can, move things, telekinesis.
Yeah, well, that's what they do with the Force. They move things.
All right.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Didn't you call the Force right before you went?
Well, you want to talk about giving me Kanaharas, right? What Force am I calling?
I don't know. Whatever.
The G-Force with Godzilla. That's what they're doing. Okay, I called the G-Force and I said, hey, I saw lasers being shot out in California. I don't know if fucking Godzilla's out there, shooting lasers out of his fucking mouth.
But you were remoting stuff. You were going, oh, I can remote. I'm viewing stuff in California right now. Remember? That was and then you didn't even know that Star Wars had
my listening audience would probably barely hear you. Why don't you project more? You're a rapper.
Weren't you remote viewing in right before you went to Star Wars?
You talk about spilling the beans. Now you're telling people that I have powers. Yes, I am Jedi Master Bruce. I have powers, yes. And she's Jedi. Yeah, because I could die if I keep fucking with Jah, right? She's Jedi. Hiya! She fucking snapped my neck. No, you took a picture of the Star Wars poster, and you looked like a ninja. And then you were wearing this very nice coat. You almost looked like Luke Skywalker yourself with the coat, without the beard, and looking all old and scraggly, of course. But looking like a very sexy babe, a very sexy Jedi babe.
It wasn't on purpose.
You don't try to look good on purpose. I noticed you're very photogenic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, she's very photogenic. I think you would be a great Jedi. They should. That's the thing. If George Lucas doesn't want me to give up any more of the inside baseball of the movie, he better give us roles as Jedi.
They had a lot of nice jewelry in the.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? What was Princess Leia wearing?
Why don't you talk about
She had cuffs. She had all sorts of rustic, Germanic-looking druid kind of, like gothic kind of jewelry. I think she's gonna go Sith pretty soon. It was crazy. Oh, and another thing, we keep talking about that Oumuamua, that big asteroid that was supposed to hit us, says the nasties at NASA, right? Well, I saw Oumuamua freaking 10,000 times in the new Star Wars Last Jedi. It's the ships. So I'm wondering, first of all, I know NASA lies up the ass, up the wazoo, but could Oumuamua, that asteroid, be a giant spaceship with an alien space fleet up there, or is NASA just lying about the rock in general altogether?
Yo, they're lying.
That's all NASA does is lie. Yeah. Oh, they want to fearmonger with some big ass rock that they named after some Samoan freaking guy. Oumuamua.
What about all the previews? Everything was like a propaganda for a fucking lie. The round Earth, the new
dinosaurs, the new Jurassic Park movie, that was funny. Then they have this movie coming out of cavemen. So again, it's probably NASA paying for all this propaganda, the caveman hoax. I mean, they've never discovered an actual authentic caveman ever. Dinosaurs. I mean, they use dog bone and cat bone and yak bone, every other bone, and they don't show you the real bones because they don't exist. They came up with the dinosaurs in the Victorian, right? Dinosauria.
In the Victorian age, in the late 1800s is when
it's bullshit.
When they discovered the first fucking dinosaur bone. I mean, did you ever ask that to yourselves? I mean, when was the dinosaur bones ever discovered? I mean, why, if it was millions of years old, why did it take till after Christ 1876 years, when they were already making beautiful sculptures in the 1600s in Italy? Don't tell me they didn't know how to mold, and the carvings in China, they were master craftsmen.
Total propaganda paid for by NASA. They want you to dribble in their freaking finger in your face, like you're an idiot. They're like, oh yeah, believe in the caveman, believe in dinosaurs, and believe in Star Wars, that we could leave and go all sorts of places. The Earth is a closed-in habitat, bro. Hey, dude. Hey, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Hey, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Fuck you. All right? You're not real scientists. Okay, because the scientist always keeps asking why. It's like a constant hypothesis, and you assholes just think you fucking know it all. Oh, well, NASA has pictures, dude and dudettes. No, they don't. So they're all CGI. You're a bunch of fucking liars. Fuck you, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Sinbad, that stupid comedian?
Yeah, I know that stupid guy.
Doesn't he look like Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. It probably is like a doppelganger of that guy.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Look, they're paying for all the nitwit propaganda. Oh, yeah, look, we could leave God's firmament. Yeah, look it up. Yeah, I'm getting biblical, all right? God's firmament. Look that up, and then tell me if NASA is straight legit while niggas like Gotti just sit, all right? No, you know what? A lot of people come at me, a lot of trolls, and they think they could take me on, mano a mano. And so I posted a picture of my arms. I said 32 plus inch guns. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be the fat man if that was.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then one of my loyal fans or whatever, he was like, "Hey, come on, man, you didn't bust out the measuring, for that." And other people say, "Oh, go Hollywood Hogan on him." Yeah, brother, and I'm like, "Hey, seriously, bitches, I'm friends with Kevin Nash." Really, but my ring girl, Jah Jah, busts out the measuring tape, and it turns out my arms are bigger than the lyrics in the Ice Cube song. 16 inches? No, I don't think so. Bruce got 18 inches of fucking mighty fucking arms, don't he? Ain't no fat. Come on, vouch for that. You grab them all day.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Tell everybody about my husband's arms?
I tell everybody about how great your boobs are, yes.
Okay.
They are great boobs. That's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. I'm a giant arm and she's 2 giant boobs. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo show.
And you have giant booty.
Yeah, the better to punch people with. Cause let me tell you, trolls, something. Okay, if I'm gonna punch you in the face, I'm gonna use my ass. I'm gonna put my ass into it, all right? And that's what's gonna make your jaw fly off your fucking head. I had these trolls, they're like, they try to talk to me like I'm some fat blubber titty guy. Oh yeah, you're fat. Just because I look, big because of my jacket or whatever, you fucking trolls. I mean, what NSA guy is trying to fuck with Bruce? Call him freaking Gordo. Well, like, I took my shirt off like how many times already? Do I have to do like a live stream where I'm like constantly shirtless? You see how fucking buff I am, like. Seriously, so the trolls could see, damn, he's got the greatest chest in the world. Now, I'm not trying to turn you fucking fanooks on, but, I mean, I got a rippling fucking Adonis-like fucking chest and body. I mean, I'm like Rambo, seriously. You think you could take me on, trolls? I'll fucking smash your fucking face open with my pinky. I mean, I'm the type of guy that could grab a soda can and crush it with his pinky. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I know. I tried, but... I have a friend that could do it, actually. Yeah, I hang out with freaking gorilla juice heads all the time. I mean, they can't take me on. They can't crush my rush. I'll rule you, fools. All right, the force is strong with me. Do you understand? You see that picture? You remember every time. If I crossed you, all right, look, first of all, I'm not going to troll you back. I'll block you. And just look at it as, you'll be lucky that I don't know where your address is, because I'd show up and crush your fucking face like a soda can in person. And I'm not threatening you, that's a promise. Trolls. Look at me, I'm going after trolls. That was a good 5 minutes.
Who you, Pete Santilli?
Why you gotta say motherfuckers' names that I associate with pain?
Well, I didn't mention your father. Your Doc Vada.
Then now I'm becoming a Darth Vader myself.
You are, Bruce.
I've become Darth Vader. I'm the rusty old helmet that Kylo Ren prays to. Yes, folks, it's nuttiness. We weren't on last night because Jah Jah and I went to go see Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Because, we don't have enough dates. We just sit here like fucking Christmas elves making jewelry for you. I mean, 24/7. I mean, Christmas never stops for us. Look, first of all, let's talk about Christmas for a little bit. We're going to do a Christmas show, but I want to mention Christmas. Isn't Santa Claus like a fucking terrible person to look up to for the kids? I mean, he's a fat, obese bastard that only works one day a year, and he dresses in red.
And he judges.
Oh yeah.
And it used to be more like back in the day before the story is like the Christmas tree got big. It was a German thing, and then one of the Germans married a Brit, and then they kind of took it up, and they all started making it a tradition, and then it came here, and they never had that, like, Santa worship. That's some bullshit. They really had it like he was the bad guy. There was only stories of, like, the bad man coming around that time of year. And then you turn around and make the bad man the good man. So it was like he was Satan, man.
You know what's crazy? I was watching the Garfield Christmas special, and they had Santa. They sat in this, like, Santa chair that reminded me of this research I did in Montauk. I didn't do it in Montauk, but about Montauk. They have a chair in Montauk that could read your mind, right? So Santa, they have this Santa chair in the Garfield Christmas special, and they sit in it, and it reads their minds. We were watching it last night. It reads their minds, and it gives them whatever toy they want.
Oh, wow.
So they have that at Montauk. I mean, they have that elf on the shelf listening to you. I mean, if you take your kids to fucking Walmart, don't get the damn elf on the shelf. That fucking thing's listening to you. It's got a connection to the NSA. Now, it'd be cool if Will and Benny was there, manning the elf on the shelf, because then they wouldn't listen to you. They'd be listening to, like, Afghanis trying to kill us with elf on the shelf. They wouldn't be listening to us. Cause
I don't believe the propaganda in Montauk, okay? I mean, I heard...
Montauk's crazy.
I know that they did tests on people.
Mind control tests over there.
David Wilcox said they were time traveling and, people were dying. I don't believe it.
I've seen that guy. That guy runs like a cult of sorts. So he's dressed in white, you know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't let me eat at the banquet because I had to be dressed in white too. So I said, fuck this, I'm going out for a burrito.
Oh,
I caught your seminar, you fucking bastards. No, but it was great. I got to hang out with Jim Mars the whole day. Rest in peace. But I got to hang out with them. Yeah, no, I was hanging out with Jim Mars. Great book.
Hey, what are you calling him a Nazi for?
No, nobody writes about Nazi. Well, he did, and rest in peace. Hey, you know what? He wrote the best books about Nazis, Jim Mars. And he was on the show once. It was a good show, and in private we talked about Dallas Cowboy football, about how Tony Romo throws like a fat chick. But you know what? Jim Mars still with us, because that's what Star Wars is all about. You never really die. Remember, Luke said that in the movie. And that's because you turn into quantum consciousness. You could become your own astral projection. I mean, you can astrally project yourself even in the netherworld. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's insane. Even as a spirit, you could live forever. I mean, but then again, could you be a demon? Could a demon take over your likeness and pretend to be you after you're dead? I mean, these are answers. I don't know. I'm not God. Okay? Whatever. Now, I'll ask Morgan Freeman from that Jim Carrey movie, Jimi Hendrix. Maybe he knows. But what do you think? I mean, you never really die. Quantum consciousness. It's insane.
I don't know, Bruce.
I know, it's trippy. You know what? You know what else is trippy? These Fox News anchors admitting that the government is using laser freaking weapons. Check this out. Let's play it.
Lasers sound like the stuff of science fiction, right? Sound completely unbelievable. How could our military possibly be using those in future warfare? Guess what? We've just had a recent breakthrough, more great test results that are making lasers a reality. So it's called Athena. Lockheed Martin makes it, and they've been doing a lot of the pioneering in this laser field. Now, what's really exciting about it is that it's so hard to harness that much power and make it compact enough that it's actually going to make practical sense downrange. And they've proven that they can do that. Recently, they tested it against 5 moving drones, so realistic drones that they might go up against with, enemy forces might send against us, for example, or terrorists might send against us. And it successfully shot down all 5 of the drones. This is huge news because it means that in a realistic, practical setting, it's looking very promising. So it could be ready to field quite soon. So when you see the movies or you look at comic books or television shows, when you see laser weapons, they tend to be a color, right? Red or green or something like that. Real lasers, one of the key advantages that they provide is that they are invisible. You actually can't see them. You just see this damage suddenly starting to blow something up. So if we take a look now at what the Athena did to a truck. So we're looking at a truck engine, and the Athena within seconds was able to beam right in there, heat the whole thing up, and burn through the engine of this vehicle. So if you can imagine if you were in that vehicle, all of a sudden, this hole would start appearing in your engine, and the whole thing would just disappear. That's what these lasers do. Now, there's some other key advantages that we should mention. Let me give you 3 of them. 1, unlimited ammo. As long as we have power, we have an unlimited magazine. And downrange, of course, having unlimited ammo
you hear these
can be
psychopaths?
a huge advantage.
They're laughing. They can burn a hole in the roof of your car, unlimited ammo, unbelievable.
And then the third one I wanted to touch on is that it travels at the speed of light. So not only are we delivering powerful.
There you go. Powerful, unlimited power. Just like Star Wars. Power unlimited! They'll never run out of bullets. Janine, Jah Jah with laser weaponry. It's like they're Chuck Norris. They can never run out of bullets. Unlimited ammo. Come on, help me out. I sound like your baby nephew or something. Playing with freaking Star Wars toys. You want me to do my Chewbacca impersonation?
Yeah, let's do that.
You don't like Chewbacca at all. Anyway, that was Fox News. That was Fox News a week before the fires in California, basically boasting about the military's might and their new secret weapon, their invisible lasers, which led me to question some of these videos. Are you seeing the the laser weapons and the planes shooting the beam, the pink beam or the red beam or whatever. But in Santa Rosa, there's these people filming the carnage. This profile of Princess Jenny. And at first, I mean, I was hesitant because I thought that it could have been a guy taking a picture with his phone that looked like a flash that emulated a laser. Because I'm not saying that they don't have directed energy weapons, but they could be doing psyops. They don't want you to see the real laser weapons. They want you to think it's a conspiracy theory, right? So I was studying this video of this supposed evidence of directed energy lasers that were used in the fire in Santa Rosa. Fire in Santa Rosa, I believe Tubbs or whatever. The profile Princess Jenny shot. And I was looking to see if it was a guy on his phone. If he took a picture and it looked like the flash looked like this laser. But it wasn't. He didn't have a phone. It was small people behind him that were walking. It wasn't a phone in his hand. This was an actual flash. It was a laser. You saw the video. You could attest to it, Jah Jah. I mean, 100% proof, evidence of directed energy lasers were used in the California fires.
Yeah, they showed several videos. It was too weird, man. Those houses combusted.
Yeah, I mean, and they're laughing about it. It's all predictive programming. I mean, they got shit that's way better than the Reagan Star Wars shit days. And I mean, in 1987, in those days, RoboCop was talking about in the satire, the fake news in RoboCop. We're talking about how one of the freaking space satellites, which are hoaxes because they got drones, shot a laser beam at a bunch of freaking places on Earth. It was like pew, pew. Again, the sound. But California, yeah, I mean, California's being shot up like 1987 RoboCop, Santa Rosa, California. I mean, these are directed energy weapons. These are drones with laser energy tips on the front of them. I mean, Raytheon is right there in El Segundo. I mean, they're probably, flying them out of LAX.
Poor people.
All across California, and they are fucking them up.
Yeah, it's terrible. Right now, it's, I'm sure you all know this, but the fires are bigger than, like certain areas, like small cities.
Bigger than Atlanta, they said. Right? He's joking on the Ganji. Yeah, I gotta stop passing it to you on. Have a sip of the wine. It's good.
So it's bigger than Maui.
Yeah, no, it's bigger than Atlanta. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely ridiculous, Janine.
It's ridiculous, Bruce.
I love that guy. But, no, really, it's fucking ridiculous. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. They're laughing. I mean, you see the reptoids on CNN. You see those freaking imbeciles. I mean, the Democrats, the nutcrackers out there. I mean, I thought at first maybe it was, the deep state, or the deep state, or the right deep state, or the left deep state. But no, it could be China. China took over freaking California. By disguise, they disguised themselves as Americans. I mean, they seceded. Did they not?
Yeah.
California seceded. Okay, and
they were talking about it, but
the United States has a court case against California in 1947, United States versus California, because California can't stop selling out the interests of the United States to foreign freaking oligopolies. It's just ridiculous. And if you're in California, I'm ringing the warning sirens for you. Okay? Like at the beginning of the Bill Cooper shows, get the fuck out. Now! No! You got to listen to me! You've got to get out of there now! Listen to me, they are shooting California up with lasers! Ah! Get out! You get in the chopper and get out of California now! Like Arnold Schwarzenegger wouldn't say that. He'd say global warming, blah, bloody, 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 blah! Fucking asshole. He really is like the Terminator, that son of a bitch. Over there, with the French president. Whatever. Anyway, Star Wars. What a fucking show. I mean, the end of the day, they're slapping Star Wars on everything, on watches. You gotta obey, you gotta consume. They're using Jedi mind tricks on us. And just look at those stormtroopers. Aren't they reminiscent of our Desert Storm troopers? Remember those from Iraq? I don't expect you stupid millennials to know, because you're idiots. But, yeah, Desert Storm troopers. Yeah, Stormtroopers. Desert Storm. Yeah, you got Yoda being a King James Bible demon. It's just crazy how the occult is mainstream pop now. You got Mark Hamill literally embodying Eliphas Levi, and Yoda is methasyphiliphiles. It sounds like a venereal disease. It's actually a demon from the freaking King James Bible. I think Marilyn Manson wrote a song about it. Anyway, Jah Jah, we're coming to the end of the show. Those are my final thoughts. What are yours?
Well, I think everybody, even if you don't like Star Wars, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like Star Wars. I'm like a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, you are, but I'm not. And I thought it was just a great movie.
It was action-packed.
It was just well done. I think the story is taking like another level of, superhuman powers, which they didn't really do before. It was just like fighting with lasers. It was like... Now it's like they're just entering the multi-dimension.
Right, and we're entering the multi-dimension, and we hope you enter the multiverse with us. Expand your consciousness, listen to the Bruce Montalvo Show, obey and consume Bruce Montalvo Show.
And also, we make pendants on conceptual subculture.
We sure do.
And a lot of them have, they're all about the metaphysical properties.
The Force.
Yeah.
It's strong with our jewelry, yes?
That's right. I mean, especially...
I can. Yes. Jewelry I sell to you.
Yeah. And then, the copper, we wire wrap it. And we use just raw gemstones. Some not raw, some polished, some... But all kinds of mix and matches for shamanic and tribal uses and for magical and...
Hey, because Christmas is very magical. And we got Christmas sales at Antique Obsessions, at Conceptual Subculture. It helps fund the show.
Up to 60%
okay,
off.
You want real, liberty-minded, freaking esoteric, knowledgeable voices in alternative media. You're listening to the right guy and the right freaking gorgeous babe. Jah Jah and Bruce Montalvo.
And our pendants work well as pendulums.
That's right. Don't just sit in the dugout, all right? Because Bruce and Jah Jah are at the plate, and we got jewelry. All right, we're going to hit a home run with it every time. You're going to love it.
And it spans from rustic, looking to very classy, Victorian, Art Nouveau, Baroque looking. We use some antique. We have also the same time as the dinosaur story came out. Do you know that?
Wow.
Some of our stuff is from the 1800s.
So our antiques are as old as dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, folks, you're not a quarterback. You can't pass up this deal, okay? Because you're going to want to give us all your quarters because our jewelry is so beautiful, all right? So you've been listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. We got Christmas specials, all right? We're not going to steal the Yule log from you. We're gonna bring you an extra one.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Hanukkah. It's a few nights. It was
the show with the most chutzpah and the biggest arms. You've been listening to El Bruce Montalvo, Jedi Master Bruce Montalvo, next to the Jedi. Jedi. Even the Jedi are killing each other. We're all killing each other. The fucking world's on fire, but I still got my Christmas trees here that I'm puffing on. You've been listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. I love you, you fucking bastards.
You too.
You're listening to MBN Montalvo Broadcasting Network.